Hello.
Yeah, must be the Vince.
What's up, African?
This Joe. I'm live on the air, so protect your fucking Netflix relationships. Don't say nothing crazy.
Hey, man, you should see me in the meetings. I always say something crazy.
I told my co-host that you might have wanted a word with them, but I also said before I called you that you might not stand on that.
Oh, that music takes are ridiculous.
Let me hear it, man.
Yeah, it's borderline soft shoe. To be honest, like it's kind of a little coonery. Like I get it though, but it's like, come on,
What
we gotta hold everybody to the same standard, my African.
What the hell do soft shoe mean?
See, y'all not black like that. Was that an African that said that? If you don't know what soft shoe mean, you don't need to be speaking about no black art.
Yo, somebody ain't know what that means?
I don't know what soft shoe mean, bro.
Joe, do you know what soft shoe mean?
I know what you're saying.
What it mean?
Okay, that's all I'm saying. My African. That's all I'm saying, man. Y'all not fair to the artists. Y'all not fair to the artistry. Y'all got real happy when niggas start rap beefing.
No.
But then y'all got real sad when like niggas lose their publishing and niggas go to jail and niggas die and all the other stuff. It's like we either with the cooner or we not, bro.
Who?
Like, we gotta pick.
Whoa.
Hold on.
No. Ain't nobody get happy with the rap beef.
Who that is?
Ish. Nah, I ain't get happy with that.
Yeah, you was kind of quiet. You was smiling, though.
This ice. I said I was with the competition. I don't see this being beef. I didn't see nothing coming from this. These are two dudes that just think they're the best and gonna spar it out. That's what I expected and just didn't get it.
I get that, but all I'm saying, my African, is like, do we want like niggas that know how publishing work, how royalties work? Like we in this. Oh, hip hop is a sport, and then we get happy about like little stupid shit, but then we want to be like equal and respected and having good business acumen and shit like that. And it's like you kind of can't have both. But I get it though.
I want to hear your publishing point. There are people out there that don't understand what publishing has to do with any of this.
Well, when we talk about what's the foundation and the pillars of like hip hop music, right?
Yes.
A lot of people don't understand why hip hop is utilized as often as it is and why hip hop is being adopted into these other forms of music, right? A lot of it is to cut out musicians. A lot of it is to cut out middleman, additional artistry. A lot of it is the publishing splits. When you think about hip hop as it originated, there was a technical skill that was part of every facet of hip hop, right? Mm-hmm. You had a producer that had to dig for a sample, flip the sample, NPC, like technical aspects that kind of got pushed out in technology. And at this point, if I'm making a song and I can go to Splice and I can go to Ableton, Roulette, Serato samples, all these other things, and just kind of cut out 4 or 5 people, we look at it as a sense of, oh, look at hip hop impact, instead of, oh, look at them cutting us out of the pie. I remember when I first met RZA, he was telling us how he sued Serato because it was his idea. And me being young, I was like, this nigga full of shit.
No,
but there's some truth to all of those statements. Even a 50-50 split of publishing in hip hop is something that comes from them not respecting rap lyrics as actual songwriting, and then them finding a way to make it fair, which makes the producer king instead of the songwriter being king. And then we have every songwriter that we've ever had in hip hop music complaining about their publishing splits. But like, we kind of don't pay attention to that. But once niggas get mad, the whole internet is activated, and we got, billboards from streamers talk about hip hop as a sport, but we ain't never seen a billboard from a streamer that said, get that nigga his publishing back.
Or that hip hop is a business.
He always on some cerebral shit.
Yeah. He's right, though. That was a great point.
Sort of.
He's right.
Yeah.
Sort of, but not entirely.
Get him Parks.
I mean, the producer is writing the music to the song, and sometimes, in a traditional sense, guiding the song, they would get publishing.
You think they deserve
I'm with you.
50%?
But what I'm saying is, if you Diane Warren and you a songwriter, and they know you the songwriter that's bringing people to this thing, you get to pick what you give out, and even the sense of publishing being derivative of what actually can be written down on sheet music, and that's developed over time. But let's talk about at the conception of what publishing ends up being. That in itself sounds like gatekeeping or separation. Now, when you think about what hip hop is, essentially, most niggas walked in with a notebook full of rhymes, and they should. I'm not gonna say nobody's name, but there's artists right now who are very big artists in pop that they not giving nobody no publishing unless they feel like it.
True.
Because you came to my session because I'm who I am, but they also operate fully independent. And it's also stories about them going to the label and buying their whole shit back. But a lot of that comes off the leverage we have as a songwriter. Now think about, producers in hip hop and how many of these producers didn't actually make the beats. And I don't know Quincy Jones shit because it's different. Like I said, they took the instrumentation out right away. So a lot of these producers aren't making the beat. But then they giving the real producers of this shit day rate to session musician, so they don't own shit. And we just act like it don't happen and be like it's part of the game when this shit ain't a game.
How does that
Is
correlate
my
to
thing.
war?
Because it's not war. Why are we at war with the nigga that's making the song and not the motherfucker who own the whole thing? We don't say their name at all. We quiet when they do some fuck shit.
Man, I'm talking about rap beef. I'm not talking about
They
with
just
the
fired.
owners of this shit. I'm talking about
I feel
rap
you, but
beef.
they-
We
Yeah,
don't
but we
rap
don't
beef,
even have no-
Vince.
But we don't have rap labels no more. But nobody said nothing about that. Nobody want to talk about these labels folding into another and then firing 50% of people, firing hip hop radio people at these labels that's been working there for 20, 30 years. That's not war, though, right?
Good point.
He said it's a war on hip hop.
You're like, come on, nigga.
Good point. You saying our attention is being diverted again. That's
I'm
what you're
saying.
saying.
We don't want to pay attention. I don't think that is just some conspiracy. I think we just in the bullshit. And
That's
it's
true.
just funny because a month ago, it was public knowledge. They fired 50% of a lot of these labels that are, leaning hip hop, and it had his Billboard articles, all their articles. Nobody said shit about that. I just think it's interesting what we pay attention to and what we don't pay attention to. And then we get mad when we end up, not having shit in the long run when it's happening right in front of our face. But we can point out every sneak dish, but we don't pay attention when the streaming rules change. We don't pay attention when the payouts change. We don't pay attention when the labels change.
We talk about all that too, though.
Y'all talk about AI as far as songwriting and production. You should be talking about AI when it's time to do admin, when it's time to craft contracts. That's really when it's gonna get wicked because they got fired too. The niggas that are doing admin for record labels might not exist no more, which all the Rockefeller rules and all the other shit we talking about that was based off of motherfuckers seeing something potentially because they come from something and giving these people opportunities to kind of orchestrate their own business. I don't think the computer gonna see that. And we talk about living in police states and CCTV and how all these other things orchestrate and fuck up what we got going on. And we literally just saw these niggas destroy. We seen niggas pulling catalogs off of streaming services. It's a whole bunch of sick shit that's way crazier going on.
Then the death
But,
of J. Cole.
Come on, bro. Like, what are we talking about? And the death of J. Cole, even as verbiage, is just crazy to me.
Yeah.
No,
But what Kendrick say, I'm really like that, so I wouldn't.
Yeah,
So-
hey, listen, nigga died out
The
there.
rap-
You die. I hear what you're talking about, and I talk about all of those things too. I respect those things, and they're all super important. I agree with you. More attention needs to be paid to those areas. But we're gonna talk about that J. Cole apology, nigga, and what it did for the competitive nature of hip hop. That's the problem. You LA niggas, y'all don't compete. Y'all just rob niggas, shoot niggas, kill niggas. Y'all ain't got time for competition. See how everything I say to you, you respond with such a heavy heart, like such a loaded, substantive fucking monologue.
Well, I mean, I care about niggas though. I care about niggas. Like, I don't think it's fair when only the niggas got to lose in hip hop since the beginning of time. What white boy has ever lost in this business?
All right, I'm hanging up on you, buddy.
Exactly. You niggas don't want to talk about it. Y'all have fun, man. Make sure when you shuck and jive, you pour the salt on the ground. Master like a soft shoe. Master like a soft shoe.
Oh, that's a soft shoe, yo. Oh, my man.
Tap dancing.
Yo, man, what you doing, Vince?
I'm at this racetrack right now doing a scout for this for some shit I'm finna shoot. But yeah, man, I love y'all. You know what I mean? I love y'all.
We love you
too,
too, man.
fam.
Don't depress us with all of this
That was
real
dark, man.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this nigga's brain, man. Get out of here with that Vince Staples show shit.
I love y'all, man. Keep jigging and booing, man. We need y'all.
Now I'm banging it on you. Fuck out of here.
Oh, shit.
Love, nigga.
That's funny.
See, that's the problem with the iPhone hang up. They don't hear you hang up.
You need the
Yeah.
foldable shit.
Oh, man. Keep jigging them
And
boys.
fucking
He's so
heavy
funny.
brained ass
Yeah,
nigga,
he want to come in
man.
and talk about.
Word, I'm like, I was trying to hear where he was
Everything,
going. I'm like,
yeah.
all right.
I get his.
I
I get his publishing point.
He's
no,
right.
he makes it
Sort
right.
of.
He makes
He's
the
right in
point.
some of it. Some of it seemed a little anti-producer, which I'm not really 100%
did.
with.
That
but-
wasn't his point. That wasn't his point. His point was only in hip hop does that rule exist. That the producer gets 50-50 and then
Really?
the rapper gets 50. That's what he was saying.
That's not in R&B and all the other shit?
R&B it does. Yeah, R&B it does.
Black music.
And
you
pop.
get the right writer in R&B and music. I mean, and pop. Anything outside of hip country. Anything.
Pop.
Now, I don't know because I'm only hip hop.
Got you.
I'm only. My
I've
experience
dabbled
is the
enough in the
producer
other
has to
worlds to
get
know
50.
that the producer gets 50. It's a current music industry model as opposed to a hip hop only model. Once we got into programming beats and the producer is the sole creator of the music, at least in theory, whether it's samples or bringing musicians in, that model changed from songwriter being the person that wrote the piano melody and the vocal melody and the lyrics.
New Joe Budden.